This video is a sample from the Secret Guitar Teacher Interactive course, The 5 Main Elements of Music. The 5 main elements of music. Element number 2, scales. Section 2.3, developing improvising skills. Part 2, phrase end notes. When we're doing the doodling exercise, we're really just interested in playing an endless series of notes. As long as they're from the scales. But if we repeat this process against a backing track, we can quickly hear that there is much more to lead soloing than just this. When we listen to a great guitar solo, we're normally aware that, just like with the spoken word, a solo generally only really makes sense if it is delivered in phrases. But learning to phrase your soloing is not just about breaking up what you play into short parcels of notes. Listen to this. And compare it to this. Could you spot where the difference is? Well, the clue is in the title of this lesson. The difference is simply that in the second example, I took care to select which notes I ended each phrase on. And specifically, I was careful to choose notes that had some relationship with the chord being played on the backing track at that particular time. So that is what we mean by phrase end notes. The other notes in each phrase are nowhere near as critical as the last note in each phrase. This note, the final note of the phrase, must have some relationship with the underlying chord being heard at the time. Some guitar students find that they can develop this ability to select the right phrase end notes completely intuitively, but most, I find, need a little bit of help with this process. So this lesson is mainly for those students that do need that help. However, the information contained in the lesson will be of use to all students of lead guitar. The simplest relationship between scale notes and the chords that we use to play a 12-bar blues is heard when we use the chord root notes as phrase end notes. So if I'm in the key of A, playing against a backing track that uses a sequence like this, I need to know where the notes A, D and E can be found in the A minor blues scale. Happily, this is way easier than you might at first suspect. Take the A blues scale pattern in its entirety. And notice that in each position there is at least one instance of three notes that are fingered next to each other. Here I have coloured these notes like traffic lights, red, orange and green. Now I can tell you that each red coloured note is a D and each green coloured note is an E. So that is how we can find 2 out of the 3 root notes that we need. To find the actual key note A, we just need to know that our 3 traffic light notes are bang in the middle of the minor blues scale. This is best shown if we string the notes of the scale out in a straight line like this. You can clearly see that to get to the key note A, you need either to hop 2 steps further up the scale from the green note E, or hop down 2 steps from the red note D. So, if we apply this idea to the whole fretboard pattern of the blues scale, we see how we can use the grouping of the traffic light notes as a unique indicator and use it to find the A notes simply by moving either up the scale 2 steps from the green notes or down the scale 2 steps from the red notes. To drill this, simply locate the group of 3 adjacent notes in any blues scale position and play them in ascending order to locate the E note. Then move up the scale 2 further steps to locate the key note A, or we can play the 3 notes, the traffic light notes, in descending order to locate the D and move 2 steps down the scale to locate another A note, another key note. So there we go. D, E, A, E, D, A. D, D, E, A, E, D, A. D, E, A, E, D, A. You can hear it after a while. Once you've got this, try using it to make sure you create phrases that end on the root notes of each chord as you jam against the backing track in A, which is available to download from the main menu or from this lesson page. Start real simple, like this. Then, as you gain confidence, you can begin to make your phrases a little more complex. focus in on that phrase end notes. The root note of a backing chord can never sound wrong. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you'd really like to maximize your potential as a guitar player, click on the link in the description below to the Secret Guitar Teacher site. Here you can sign up for a 30-day trial free of charge and without obligation. We won't even ask you for your credit card number.